こんにちは、ジャパニーズアーモンのミサです。Hey guys! Today let's practice how to answer questions. So I'm going to ask you questions in Japanese and I want you to answer them in Japanese too. You can write all the answers in the comments and I will correct your sentences. And also I would like you to recommend to read your sentences out loud and also record them so you get to practice both writing and speaking. So obviously you might be thinking, I can do this, but when it comes to actually talking to Japanese people, I can't really speak. Yeah, I know that, but it's the first step that you can take. That's what I did with English too. I recorded myself, I read sentences out loud, and eventually you get used to speaking Japanese. It really helps you when it comes to actually talking to people. Alright, so let's start. So I'll say the questions at normal speed and then gradually make it slower, just like the shadowing video I did. So you can try to figure out what I said in Japanese without the subtitles. So you can pause after I say the questions and then I'll put the subtitles afterwards and then you can actually answer the questions. So the first question. 1番目の質問。親友はどんな人ですか？親友はどんな人ですか？ More slowly. 親友はどんな人ですか？親友はどんな人ですか？ More slowly. 親友はどんな人ですか？親友はどんな人ですか？ This is what I said. 親友はどんな人ですか？ So this means, what is your best friend like? 親友 is the word for best friend. 友達 means friend. And you might think, what about 一番の友達? You could say that, but it's more common to use the actual word for best friend, which is 親友, 親友. So if you've learned some kanji, you might be thinking the first kanji means parents, right? So this kanji doesn't mean parents if you read it like oya, but there is also a word 親しい, 親しい, which means close, as in close friend. So you use this word to describe what kind of relationship you have rather than the actual distance. Like if you want to say Japan is close to South Korea, you want to say 日本は韓国に近いです。日本は韓国に近いです。So that's a different word. But 親しい, you could say 親しい友達 to mean close friends. But 親しい can sometimes sound quite formal. So some people just say 仲がいい友達。仲がいい友達。仲がいい basically means the same thing. You're close to someone. But you could also translate like to get along well with someone. This 仲がいい, or you can also say 仲良し, which is one noun, are very common. So when you want to say Lucy and I are really close, you could say ルーシーと仲がいい。ルーシーと仲がいい。Here, 私は is omitted, like 私はルーシーと仲がいい。You can say ルーシーと私は仲がいい too, but in Japanese generally we just say ルーシーと仲がいい or 兄弟と仲がいい or the opposite 兄弟と仲が良くない兄弟と仲が良くない I don't get along well with my siblings. Back to the word best friend, 親友. So it doesn't mean parents friend, right? It just means close friends. But we basically translate best friend. So 親友はどんな人ですか？どんな means what kind of. And then 人 means person. So literally this sentence says, what kind of person is your best friend? どんな人ですか? whenever you want to say what's that person like, you can always say blah blah blah. どんな人ですか? Like 社長はどんな人ですか? Or 彼女はどんな人ですか? You have to remember this word どんな because it's so important. So whenever you want to say what kind of music do you like, you can say どんな音楽が好きですか? どんな音楽が好きですか? Yeah, so 親友はどんな人ですか? What kind of person is your best friend? If you don't have any best friend or if you don't think you can call anyone best friend at the moment, you could say 今親友はいません。今親友はいません。So the reason why I use the what particle here is because I want to show the contrast. So it's like I have friends or acquaintances but not best friends. Do you remember the video that I made about the differences between the what particle and theがparticle? Anyway, 親友はいません or 親友がいたけど連絡が途絶えちゃった。親友がいたけど連絡が途絶えちゃった。This is an informal sentence. So if you want to say this formally, you can say 親友がいましたけど連絡が途絶えてしまいました。親友がいましたけど連絡が途絶えてしまいました。So 連絡が途絶える means to lose touch with someone. Someone との連絡が途絶える。But if you do have a best friend, you could answer when you met that person. Like I could say 私の親友は中学校からの親友です。実は中学生の時あまり話しませんでした。でも中学校を卒業した後、とても仲が良くなりました。And I could say, A ちゃんは面白くて話しやすいです。A ちゃんは面白くて話しやすいです。When you want to connect two adjectives, you have to conjugate the first one or every single adjective except for the last one. So 面白い is an e adjective, so you want to change the last e into くて。面白くて and then that means funny and A ちゃんとは好きなものも趣味も違います。So we don't even have anything in common really, except that we went to the same junior high school. But I assume that a lot of people would have things in common with their best friend. So you could, for example, say 親友と趣味が同じです。親友と趣味が同じです。We have the same hobby. And this leads to the second question. 2番目の質問。趣味は何ですか? 趣味は何ですか? More slowly. 趣味は何ですか? 趣味は何ですか? This is what I said. 趣味は何ですか? What are your hobbies? So when Japanese people ask this question, what is your hobby? This is basically the same question as what do you like to do in your free time? Native speakers might ask what do you like to do in your free time instead of what's your hobby in English. But in Japanese, this question is very common. 趣味は何ですか? If you do want to say this, what do you like to do in your free time? You could say 暇な時何をするのが好きですか? 暇な時 when you're free 何をするのが好きですか? 何をする what to do のが好き like. And you want to say my hobby is swimming or my hobby is drawing a picture. Basically you want to put a verb after my hobby is 趣味は then you want to put the verb in the plain form and then say ことです at the end or こと if it's informal. So 趣味は くことです。趣味は絵を描くことです。My hobby is drawing a picture. So you might be wondering, what about the no particle to nominalize the verb? Because we put the no particle after a verb for the sentence like I like doing something, right? Like if you want to say I like drawing a picture, we'd say 絵を描くのが好きです。絵を描くのが好きです。But here you can't say 趣味は絵を描くのです。This would be wrong. You have to say 趣味は絵を描くことです。So the reason why is because the no particle cannot be at the end of the sentence to nominalize a verb basically. You can't say verb no です。So you will see the no particle at the end, especially in questions like 何してるの? 何してるの? What are you doing? Informally. Which I have to make a lesson about, but this no particle is used differently. This is to put nuance of I'm wondering, I'm curious, tell me why. Whilst when you want to say my hobby is drawing a picture, you don't want that nuance. You just want to nominalize the verb, right? So this is different. You have to say 趣味は絵を描くことです。So whenever you want to end the sentence like is doing something, right? You'd want to put the verb after the wa particle and then put this at the end. You'd say blah blah verb in the plain form ことです。So yeah, just remember that whenever you want to say my hobby is doing something, say 趣味はverb ことです。So 趣味は本を読むことです。趣味は本を読むことです。In English, you might prefer answering like I like reading books, which you can also do in Japanese. 本を読むのが好きです。本を読むのが好きです。But it's not weird to say 趣味は本を読むことです。And also, it's clear that you're talking about the hobby from the question. So you don't even have to say 趣味は. You could just say 本を読むことです if someone asks 趣味は何ですか? 趣味は何ですか? 走ることです。泳ぐことです。So if you have more than two hobbies, you want to connect verbs, right? In this case, you could say 趣味は泳ぐことと走ることです。趣味は泳ぐことと走ることです。You can connect swimming and running with the top particle because 泳ぐこと is technically a noun now. Because こと is a noun, so you're just connecting two nouns. 泳ぐこと and 走ること。Or you could connect two verbs with the tardy form. 泳いだり走ったりすることです。泳いだり走ったりすることです。I've already explained this tardy form in my lesson, so please check that out. You need to know the te form first though. Alright, the last question for this video. 最後の質問。何か楽器は弾けますか? 何か楽器は弾けますか? More slowly. 何か楽器は弾けますか? 何か楽器は弾けますか? More slowly. 何か楽器は弾けますか? 何か楽器は弾けますか? This is what I said. 何か楽器は弾けますか? Do you play any musical instruments? So 何か means something, right? And 楽器 means musical instruments. And then 弾けますか is in the potential form, but the original form is 弾く, 弾く, which is the verb for to play, especially guitars, violins, piano, anything that you use your fingers like this. but without using your mouth. You'd want to use different verb for playing trumpets or saxophone and other instruments that you need to blow air into. For those instruments, you'd say トランペットを吹く、吹く。サックスを吹く、サックスを吹く。There is also another verb, 演奏する, which you can use about any instrument. It just means to perform music. 演奏する. So you could also say サックスを演奏する. If you're talking about drums, you can say ドラムを演奏する or ドラムを叩く、叩く. 叩く means to hit. You can also use the verb やる, which is to do, but more generic than the verb する and say like 昔ドラムをやっていました to mean I used to do or play drums in the past. But anyway, 何か楽器 is how we say any musical instrument. So in English you might ask more like, do you play any musical instruments? But it's more common in Japanese to use the potential form, can you play any musical instruments? If you can't, you could say 弾けません、弾けません. No, I cannot. But for example, you're interested in it, you could say でも興味があります。でも興味があります。興味 is how we say interest, and then あります I have, there is. Or if you want to say I would like to be able to play guitar, you could say ギターが弾けるようになりたいです。ギターが弾けるようになりたいです。This is basically the same as I would like to learn how to play guitar. I've already made a lesson on this ようになりたい. So check the video on how to say I want to improve my Japanese. But you can play something. You can say something が弾けます. So piano, guitar, violin, something of those が弾けます. If you can play all of them, you can just connect with the top article. ピアノとギターとバイオリンが弾けます. So I can't play piano anymore, but I used to play piano, and also I used to play drums, but I might not be able to play anymore because it's been a while. So in those cases, you can say 昔ピアノとドラムを習っていましたけど、もうできません。昔ピアノとドラムを習っていましたけど、もうできません。できません I can't do. 習っていました comes from the verb 習う which means to learn, but it's always learning from a teacher. I also made a lesson on that verb, so please check that out. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing your answers in the comments. If you don't know how to say certain things, you can just ask me. Alright, thank you for watching. じゃあまたね。バイバイ。